Right, good evening, traders. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Can see, can hear. Thank you very much, Dash. All right, so as per last week's announcement, we have the release on Thursday, I believe. So right now, everybody will be using a new ESPMaster. It looks almost the same, except that it has got more information like sector analysis and also the new and the new screening rule called the SwingMaster 2. Okay, we have been using a top 50 for the past few years, and when we look at the top 50, we're actually looking for stocks that has the setup. So I have adjusted the formula for SwingMaster. Okay, and now with SwingMaster 2, we should be able to only filter out setups, and it will cut your screening time considerably. Okay, so right now SwingMaster 2, and then we can start to screen and take a look at what other stocks available. You see, it's only 15 stocks. 15 stocks with the setup. Okay, later go through one by one. And the other thing that you want to know is the filter constraint. Okay, it used to be in a landscape. Now we have changed the column so that it can easily go through and see what is the setting. So for Singapore market, right? So minimum price 50 cents, this one no change. Market cap no change. Minimum volume 500,000 no change. And average of 20 days. So P percentage 60 to 100. Why? Because we only want uptrending stock. Now, for those of you who feel that starting 16 stocks, you don't see enough results, right? And there's no trade setup, you can always reduce this to 40 to 30 to even zero. Zero, you have got a lot of stocks. Okay? And then the ADR for Singapore market, put it at zero because our market is not so volatile, so you do not get a lot of results if you set this to one or two or three. For Wall Street, we set at three. Okay, and RS, okay, because SwingMaster 2 directly hunts for the setup, so I put this at zero so that I got more stocks. If I put this at 90, right, I get little stocks. So for RS percentage, P percentage, okay, you will probably need these to control the results of top 50 to reduce them to about 40 over stock so that easily for you to go through the results. Also, right now, I'm just going to show you with SwingMaster 2 first. Okay, so now this is done. This is the result for today's trading set. This is 19. Okay, so tonight's result is not in yet. Oh, hang on, let me see. Yeah, tonight result is not in yet. Okay, let me see if the top 50 is in. That means probably it is still generating a data. Oh no! Data is not in. So it means that I must wake up somebody from their disturb somebody on their dinner. Hang on, let me just ping the engineer. Okay, never mind. So I'll still show you based on the 19 results lah. Okay, so let me go back to the screening rules. The second button, the screening rules. So we're going to use SwingMaster 2 and explain the setup to you. After you screen out result, 15 stocks, you change the P percentage lowest first. Okay, then you click on the stock. Okay, and you move this up. Right. Okay, now we have got two templates. One is called Trend Master, one is called Swing Master. Okay, so Swing Master comes together with your Swing Master 2. These are all the past signal on Swing Master 2. Now, not every one of the signal is tradable. Okay, so let's just focus on what's happening here. So Maple Tree Industrial Trust. Usually we don't trade the REITs, right? We just buy and hold. So I'm just going to use the chart to explain to you. Hopefully it can help you understand how to use this better. Highlight, I am still recovering from this virus. They call virus infection. Wow, damn powerful, man. Anyway, I can still speak until I lose my voice. Okay, just like previous years. Once I lose my voice, I don't get back my voice, then the webinar will have to stop. Okay, but so far so good. So far so good. All right, so let's take a look at Mapletree Industrial Trust. Okay, so you have got all these green arrows showing you that it has a bunch of SwingMaster 2 setup. Okay, so this arrow doesn't mean immediately next day you buy. Okay, so this is the last trading arrow. okay, signal that we see SwingMaster 2. So to decide where is your entry and stop loss, you click on the SR on the left, okay, then you can see this is the resistance breakout. So we have still got some way to run before it break out. So what you can do is to add this kind of chart into your watch list. Now, as you can recognize, what we are looking for in the setup, run up, pull back, go into a range. So with this SwingMaster 2, okay, we are able to capture stocks that are trading sideways. So I need you to be able to visualize the swing up, pull back, and trade sideways. Okay, now next stock, yen lock. Okay, as you can see, yen lock swing up, pull back, right? All the way when it's pulling back, let's say take for example right here. Okay, so you will be able to see there is a box here, correct? Or because swing up, pull back, and there's a trading range. But this trading range go lower and lower and lower, never really break out. Also, right now over here, you can see that it has gone into a 2 months range trade. Okay, 2 months range trade. Right, so if you want to place, you want to trade yen lot, click on SR, you find that resistance. Okay, and then tomorrow you eyeball resistance, breakout, then that is your buy. Okay, stop loss. Okay, now we have got support 1 and support 2. Now, if support 1 to your breakout level is very close, okay, what you want to do is to use support 2. Okay, if it is too near, right, it's very easily triggered. Then you use support 2 is better. Or if support 1 is about 10% away from the resistance, then probably that is a better range to use it. Okay, so as we go along with more examples, we will be able to appreciate when to use what percentage. Okay, so let's go to the next stock. Okay, Fraser Centerpoint Trust. Okay, Fraser Centerpoint Trust can consider lah because this is one of the shopping center trust mah. Also, this one is the shopping REITs that we have. I think we bought before at 220s, 223s during this time. Okay, so now it has pulled back and formed a range already, right? Okay, so you can put up your SR, then you know what's the resistance level to use, lor. Okay, for the breakout. Now for this, okay, for this, because it's REITs, right, it goes very slow. So you can see from the entry to the support one, right, is 2.2%. To your support two, okay, to your support two, breakout to support two is only 3.9%. So definitely use support two to initiate your initial stop. Okay, now if you are not going to sell, right, hold for dividend play, then breakout, just buy lor. But check the dividend yield lah. It must be 5% and above. Okay, then you can use this. Okay, let me go to some stocks that we typically trade. I like, for example, SD Engineering. So SD Engineering from all the way from last year, it has been the leading stock, correct now? It has been the leading stock. So right now it's trading sideways. So sideways, the SwingMaster 2 will be able to capture the stock trading sideways for you. So there's a box here. If you put out the S and R, right, you can see it is where my alert line is 8.43. Okay, but because today you can see the volume is very strong, so that is why at closing I picked the stock up due to the high volume over here. Okay, that means it's really VT already. Now speaking about VT volume is right here. Also, you put your mouse at the last candle, you can see the VT volume is about 3.89 million. Or 3.89 million is somewhere here. Also, by the end of the day, right, it has already triggered the VT, and I like the strong long white. Okay, so this is how you find the setup. Okay, for ST Engineering, you can see that it is going into a range from 860 all the way to about $8. So it is in the 60 cents range, and it has tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and with high volume coming in. So that is why today I take a trade on this ST Engineering. At the minimum, it should test 860, and if really the bull market is here, break 860, break out of this range, it may go even higher. Okay, so that is the setup for ST Engineering. Like, any question? Let me take a few questions before I move on to the next few stocks. Where to see the VT? Now, VT is on the left-hand side. Okay, on the left-hand side, first, second, third row. Okay, third row. So whenever you want to buy any stock, we already talk about it needs to be high volume, right? So you need to look at the VT. So the VT for ST Engineering is 3.8 million thereabouts. Now, when you use this VT, right, you must use with a very how we call it? Don't like wow must die die must be 3.8. It's like an art. So long it's close to 3.8, like half the day. You know there's still a few hours to go. It will be able to trigger this 3.8 million with a few hours to go. Then that is good enough to take the trade. Or you don't need to wait until like the die die must be 3.8 million. No need. Okay. Victor Xiao can guide me how to know when to buy the second batch. Okay, ST Engineering already have one batch. I also forgot when we bought it lah. Right. So after that, the stock going to a range. Then I never sell. So now it is setting up a second trade. So to add the second batch, right, you still need to depend on a bullish chart. So when the chart is bullish like this, when it break out, that is the time to add the second batch. Okay, now if you take a look at CSE Global, today I also added a second batch. Okay, now why? Yeah, take a look at this. So this is the day I bought. Then after that, close like shit. 3 days of low volume. Today, volume comes back is a white candle. Right? So this is the second batch to add. I hope that answer your question. So Victor, I think this is the second time you ask about when to know how to add the second batch. After you buy, okay, let me just illustrate on the chart. After you buy, okay, after the stock goes up, comes down, trade sideways, right? After you buy already, right? Okay, after you buy, or you make your first purchase here, after the stock goes up and then start to go sideways again. So this is where you stand by to buy the second batch after it leaves the first base, second base. And you must see the BIC still intact. That is one way to buy the second batch. So the second pullback, right? Sometimes it can pull to the resistance, breakout, turn support. Then that is, but recently don't have lah. If not, I can show you. Also, that is where you can buy the second batch. So after the first breakout, the stock goes up and then pull back. That is the time to buy the second batch. Right? And then when it break out again and then do the same thing, go up and then come back again, then you buy the batch. Okay, so that is how you do it. It is always the same setup. Okay, it is always the same setup. Okay, then let's go down to some of the slides. China Sun CK. This stock I always avoid because I don't know the fundamentals. But you can see SwingMaster 2 able to find stock in consolidation. That is the key. Okay, SwingMaster 2 rule now allows you to find stocks when it is consolidating. Now take a look at this. Over here, see. After that, point breakout, 哪里不会爽, right? So right now the market just started to move upward. So I think in the upcoming days there could be many more SwingMaster 2 signal, okay, to take advantage of. Okay, later I will show you some of the Wall Street ones. ST Engineering price has increased so much in the last 1 year. Does it has limited upside? Very good question. Now, this is where a lot of people always like to put a ceiling to a stock price. Now, for the fundamental reason first principle first, why does the stock price goes up? Price goes up. Okay, we talk about good companies. Those are penny shares, lousy companies, stock price can also go up like 2013, that Blue Mons. Did I record? Record. Okay, so if it is based on fundamental reason the stock goes up, right? These are the type we want to trade. If it is no news, no nothing, the stock goes from 20 cents all the way to $2, those are the stock you have to be careful. Okay, speculative. So ST Engineering, for it to go from $8 to $10, okay guys, what is the catalyst? Very important. Then you will know, will it have limited upside? What is the catalyst in order for ST Engineering continue to go higher? Like, someone answer this question. What, in your opinion, is the catalyst for ST Engineering to continue to go higher? Strong earnings, profits, 係啦，war, feel you very negative 咧。But you are right 啦，war 啦。Okay, so 意見. So you know now, right? So when you say ST engineering, wow, over 1 year already grow up so fast, can it still go up some more or not? The earnings must support the share price. If the earnings continue to grow, then the share price has to go up to reflect the valuation of the company. I repeat again, the share, okay, if the earnings grow again in February earnings results announcement, then the share price will have to go higher to reflect the new valuation of the company. Now, does this make sense to everybody or not? Okay, so when the share price goes up, right, it is not just because of technical reason. There must be demand for the shares. So where does the demand comes from? From future prospects of the company. New contract, new product, new services, profit increase. All these are the reasons. Okay, so that is ST engineering for you. All right, so let's go down and see any more interesting stock. Okay, SGX also in the sideways consolidation range. Okay, if you think too many arrow very thing, right? Remove the SM. Okay, then you can see a very plain chart. And you can see there is actually what you call that? Ascending triangle pattern, right? Higher low. You see not? Higher low. So if I put back the SM, you can see there's a higher low, there's a resistance here. Or software pick this as the high. Okay, software pick this as the high. So 750, if you really break out on high volume, then you know that hey, SGX can move higher. Okay, so can move higher. 1715 is the test of the resistance. Okay, so let's go down the list. Okay, let me go to the weekly chart. Okay, now you go back to the weekly chart. You can see on the weekly chart, dancing between the 10 and the 20-week MA, you have got long lower shadow, 3 candles of them showing the same thing, and volume is declining as it trades sideways. So this is the pattern that we are looking for. Now, guys, SwingMaster 2 signal allow us to only focus on, okay, I should say this, SwingMaster 2 signal filter out stocks that are undergoing consolidation. Okay, if I use top 50 rule to screen, it will be a lot of different kind of chart there. Then we have to sieve out which are the ones that is consolidating, ready to break out. So right now, what we have here is we directly SwingMaster to pick up stocks. I think close to 90% accuracy that these stocks are consolidating. So we just need to add them into the watch list, monitor for the breakout. Okay. Okay, question come out. YH Tan asked, what is the red color volume? Okay, very good. Red color volume signify long black. Okay, so when you see a lot of long black, right, you know that this stock maybe is selling. So you may not want to pick up the stock so fast. Okay, when you want to buy breakout, right, you see a lot of green color, you buy, you also more confident. There is no long red over here, long black over here. So last time we always talk about long black, long white. So now I color the volume so that you do not miss it. For those users who are still not very familiar with long white and long black, struggle to see them on the chart. Now you can see luminous green, systems all go. If you see a lot of red, then you be careful. Okay. CSC Global. Okay, now CSC Global, you one look, right, you see there are more luminous green than red. That means this stock, right, and you can see it is BIC pattern all the way. So you know, this stock is the type that we want. Okay, so CSC Global, just now as I has explained already, right? So why today at the closing, I take add one more batch for CSC Global because of this strong long white. Okay, now the VT volume today to observe is 6.8 million shares. Okay, so you can see by the end of the day, right, it is actually doing about 11 million already, 11.9 million already. Also, I have been waiting. I just worry that it will do another shooting star on me. So I waited near about 4:30 p.m. before I decide to add one more batch of CSC Global. Okay, this is the type of chart we like, all right? Correct. The MA converge together, we call it the CMA last time. Also now we call it SwingMaster 2 signal. Okay. Then we check out the next one. Net link. Okay, reads we skip lah. Okay, Yang Zhejiang. Okay, Yang Zhejiang is also showing a lot of SwingMaster 2 signal. Why? Because the stock has gone into a consolidation. Remember, when you see SwingMaster 2 signal, it doesn't mean the next candle you buy. I repeat again, doesn't mean the next candle you buy. What you want to do is still to click on the SR to identify where is the resistance breakout. Now, the software can pick up 90% of the resistance correctly. Now, in case it pick a cuckoo resistance that is so far away, right, then you own self see where is the breakout level lah. Homo. Okay, so there are rare instances where it cannot pick up the resistance because the stock hasn't consolidated enough, then we manually see. So as of now, Yang Zhejiang shipping, right, you can see it is in the range of 350s to 325. So it's just a 25 cents range we sign. Okay, so highlight. So if you are interested to trade Yang Zhejiang breakout level, click on this. There you go. Okay, does it make it simpler for everybody or not? Simpler, comment one for me. Wait, oh, I'm happy you all are happy about this. Later when we do the Wall Street, right? Wow, you will see it's even easier. Okay, so that is Yang Zhejiang. Let's see anymore. No more. Okay, no more. So based on Friday result, right? Okay, CSC Global, based on Friday result, CSC Global is a buy today. ST Engineering is a buy today. Oh, because the signal was yesterday. Today the signal come out already, 22nd of December. Oh, just that the result is not updated. I think I already tell them to update the data lah. Okay, so that is how I shortlist these two stocks. I have been testing this signal for the past few weeks. Okay, so that is how you use SwingMaster 2. Any problem, any question, feel free to ask me in the Facebook. Now let us talk about the stock market in general. Okay, if you click on the Fear and Greed Index, okay, you can see that, right? Since November, Singapore market hasn't been doing well, okay, and it has dipped to this level and has bounced off, and now we enter into the green zone right here. So potentially the Santa rally that a lot of people has been wishing for may be upon us, and we may even rally into 2026 because on the hopes of this what you call that, rate cut in 2026. Right now, Jerome Powell only factored in one rate cut. Okay, but if the economy is weak, like last few round, they released the economic data, jobs unemployment rate shoots up to 4.6%, and inflation remains low. Now, inflation remains low, they will get more people to give them more reason to cut the interest rate lor. Okay, so everything pointing to a high expectation on the interest rate cut. All right, so again, SM template is over here. Now let me explain the trailing stop for you, indicators. So there's a trailing stop over here. So once you put on a trailing stop, okay, for example, okay, you're supposed to trail the red line with your position. Okay, let me give you some more substantial example. All right, so for example, if you were to buy the stock at the breakout here, okay, so if you were to buy the stock at the breakout here, let me put a line there. Remember this green arrow. I'm going to remove the template so that it's less cluttered. All right, so you put your entry at 795. Okay, so you need to wait for the share price, guys, from 795 your entry, okay, to the initial stop. But because our software couldn't plot the SR for previous signal, can only plot for the latest signal. So I cannot show you that time what is the initial stop and the what you call that, and the entry and the resistance. Okay, so we just have to make do with some imagination. So this was the support lah. So let's say we are using this support as a stop loss. Okay, so your entry to your support is about 4.5%. So which means only when ST Engineering goes up 4.5%, okay, goes up 4.5%. Okay, sorry. An easier way is you wait until the red line. Okay, let's say you buy on this candle. Okay, you buy on this candle, right? Okay, red line is here. You still use this as your stop loss 760 okay? And then you continue to hold on to the stop. Even pull back, right? You hold on to the stop because there's no long black lah. No long black, no shooting star. You hold on to the stop, okay? You wait until the red line matches your entry price. Okay, when your red line equals to your entry price, you start to use the red line to trail the price. Trail until when? Trail until the stock pulls back and hit your red line. So this one never hit, right? This one continue to go higher. So you continue to hold your ST engineering. Okay, hold until it breaks lower. Okay, so when it stop going higher, you can see trading stop never go higher anymore and hold still here. Also, you wait, oh, and then it goes up again. You wait. Okay, so this is the first time it tested, right? So 852. So if next candle break 852, you have to get up. Oh yeah, continue to go up, so you continue to hold lah. All right, test again 852 So if you break lower, sell. Clear, everybody? Any question on using the trading stop? Trading stop is activated after your trading stop level equals to your entry price. Sell all of 50%. This sell all of 50% continue to follow our rule. So if it breaks the 10-week MA, 10-day MA, then you want to sell half, you sell half. If you break the 20, you want to sell full, you sell full. Okay? If there is no long black, you can sell half. If there is a long black high volume coming down to pierce your trading stop, then you sell all. That rule still apply. When is that new format ready? It's already in the software app. Already in the software trading stop under indicators. Okay, so that is how you use the new trailing stop. Okay, let's check out Sheng Siong. Sheng Siong is the stock that we hold. Whoa. Okay, now Sheng Siong very simple lah. Last time we buy already, right? Breakout, right? So this is the price to sell lah. But because Sheng Siong, we know the catalyst is still strong, so you can choose to dance with the devil. So now it has started to trade sideways again. If there is any more SwingMaster signal, there's one SwingMaster signal comes out, but you know it's very early. It is still very early. So we need more candles to trade sideways to form a proper range. Then we know that, okay, Sheng Siong's third round coming. Everybody follow me? Okay, now all the moving average are moving closer to each other. By 1 or 2 weeks later, if the three moving averages bound together, converge together, and you get to see a lot more SwingMaster 2 signal coming out, it means Sheng Siong's consolidation has started, and then you can start to mark the resistance breakout for another position into Sheng Siong. Okay, now why trade Sheng Siong? The fundamental reason must still be there. Now I'm just talking technical with all of you. So the fundamental reason must still be there. Right, we expect Sheng Siong earnings to continue to be good come the next earnings cycle. Alright, so that is the reason why Sheng Siong, why ST Engineering, why CSC Global. CSC Global win a new contract announced last week. Okay, so there's a reason for the price catalyst to go up. Okay, right? Any question? Okay, while I wait for a question, then let me do the one that we used to do last time, right? So top 50, right? I take out the SwingMaster 2. It's safe. Okay, now you see 52 stocks. So you want to look at 16 stocks, 52 stocks, up to you lor. Okay. Now here you will start to see the Franken. You see Franken, right? Let's talk about Franken. Now see Franken is still too early to trigger the SwingMaster 2 signal. Although it went up, UMS also the same. Although it went up, but it didn't trigger the SwingMaster 2 signal today. But it triggered on this day, 18th, last Thursday. Last Thursday it triggered. Last Thursday it triggered. So UMS started to trigger SwingMaster 2. But if we were to look at the chart this way, okay, SwingMaster 2 auto trigger, right? You can see that the range of UMS is not the most obvious. Am I right? Huh? Am I right? Also, what you want to do is to wait for it to show something like this. That trigger a lot of time. Okay, for UMS, even here, right, I will not think that it has a really good range. Over here, potentially yes, but there is no signal. Also, let's take a look at Franken. Because Franken, I saw this one is the most obvious one. Franken, this is the most obvious range. So when SwingMaster start to alert and you do your screening, right? You saw Franken doing this, right? You know that horse say, yeah, it's time to identify the resistance level, breakout, get buy already. Okay, so right now it is still too early. So if the next few weeks, 2 weeks, it start to trade sideways, it will be even better. Oh, it will be even better. So there is no consolidation yet. She haven't started yet. Then over here, you see. Okay, now sometimes the arrow is in orange color, sometimes in red color. Why? Is because of this ribbon, which is the P percentage ribbon. Also, as you know, red color means the stock is in a downtrend. Okay, orange color means that from downtrend, it is transitioning to uptrend. Or it can also be red, transition, and then fail, and then go back to red. But of course, you look at BIC, you look at the setup, you should be able to trade towards the right direction. Now, green color will mean that the stock is in an uptrend. Also, the best signal is, of course, you get from the green. Red, you better avoid. Okay. Then orange, okay, depend. Orange, if it's on red, transition to orange, it means that it could be transitioning to uptrend. Now, how do you know? From the chart form lah. Oh, so you see it's downtrend, downtrend, then after that it starts to go up. Also, our objective, right, is not to guess the bottom correct and buy at the extreme low. What we want is to buy 稳扎稳打, meaning right here, we saw that the stock goes up and then go into a range. And you have got all the BIC ingredient inside the range. Oh, see all these luminous green? Without this, you should also see lah. This is last time how we see it. Long white and then declining volume trade sideways. Then after that, long white again. Then after that, pull back on low volume. So this is what we have been repeating year after year. Also similarly for this. So once you pull out the SM template, you'll be able to see the color even more obvious. Highlight to those user who is still not familiar with chart reading. So hopefully this green color can make your eyes gleam. You can see, oh, green color, very simple. Okay, so now if you go down the list, right, Yanlot, see, consolidate. But Yanlot is not a stock that we want to trade, because this property in China, in Hong Kong, dangerous. So that's why I always skip it. Tony asked about BRC Asia. Wow, this one hold for many years already. This is very rewarding stock. So I think just continue to hold lah. I'm not using the trading stock to exit BRC Asia. Okay, because this one has got fundamental reason why it is going up. Also, I don't even sell 1/4 because this stock is very illiquid. So cannot buy too many. If not, cannot exit. Just hold on to it. Okay, collect dividends as we continue to hold the stock. Okay, so let us go down the list and see what else. Bumitama. Bumitama, you look at this. You see or not? Two long black. It means that the stock has got selling. So you need one long green to invalidate the long black. Okay, so currently there is also no BIC. So this stock, Bumitama, not our cup of tea. But you take a look at this SwingMaster signal over here. Before it goes up, right, SwingMaster 2 will identify the consolidation. Okay, for example, the first one, right, I will still not trade it. Okay, because first one, you can see yourself, the range is very new. Also, but as the days progresses, you get more and more, right? It means that the stock started to trade sideways, and then you observe from the volume if there are BIC, or if there are BIC, then you know that, this resistance breakout must buy. Okay, on this day, entry day, high volume, VT. So you see, this VT is 1.45 million. VT is 1.45 million. Now, where to see VT? Over here. When I mouse over the different days, right, the VT will change. So on this last trading day, before it breaks out, You can see the VT is 1.45 million, which means on the next day, if Bumitama trade to 1.45 million, okay, it means that it has meet the volume trigger requirement. And the earlier it meets in the day, the better it is. Also, as you can see, this day, by the end of the day, the transaction volume total about 6 million shares transacted. Also, doing VT allows you to be more objective and time your entry more precise. Like today, got a lot of stocks. Actually, the volume not very high, so I also don't want to buy too many. Okay, like I think Yangzijiang has got quite a low volume, if I'm not wrong. It's more prevalent. Let's see, Yangzijiang the volume very low. It's more prevalent in Bursa market today. You see M Cement, right? One of the Bursa stocks that we are looking at now. Long white, right? But take a look at the transaction volume. Only 600,000 shares transacted. Quite a low volume. Also, that is why no buy lah. Then you see the other one, SCG Berhad. Oh, I've also been eyeing this. Okay, it break out break out, but look at the volume. Break out, I expect the volume to be like this, very strong volume, but the volume mama day. So I hold back lah, don't buy first. Oh, okay, that is how we see it. Now we go down the list. UMS. Okay, UMS got bonus issue, so it's now climbing up. But again, there's no setup. Doesn't mean a stock runs up, we must buy. Okay, we must wait for the setup. There's no setup, then we continue to go lower. They still managed to find Milo tin. Wow, my Milo tin haven't opened for a long time leh. I have been on the sideline for a few weeks already. So finally today, 一发不可收拾. I think I still got bullets. So the bullets finish. Okay, guys, if your bullets finish, you look at those stocks that are already slowed down or like Propnex and in Malaysia GF Tech. Okay, you can pair that position like sell half to raise cash to buy new trades. The new trade that you buy must be bullish lah. Then those stocks that you hold for a long time already, if it is consolidating, the next run is coming. So once it break out, then you can take half or take half the profit, and then you can find your new purchase. Okay. 13-month bonus coming. Oh, good point. Good point. So January we can expect a lot of investor buy stocks. January. Okay, Hong Leong Asia. Okay, Hong Leong Asia. Why I buy? Okay, there is no signal no SwingMaster, no TrendMaster signal. But why I buy, right? Okay, let me show you. It's because of this reason. Okay, you see this? Long white. And then after that, it got low volume for 4 days. Then on that Friday, it breaks out. So, and it break out of the range. I saw this stock when I was when I was screening for top 50. Also, that is how I found Hong Leong Asia. And then it has already turned all the, you see the moving averages. It has already turned up. Okay, so that is how I found Hong Leong Asia. Okay, let's go down the list and take a look at UOB. UOB, also got low signal. But UOB, remember, we were discussing about the stock breaking the 200-day MA. Okay, guys, this indicator for trading stock, if you are not using it to mark your exit, right, remove it so that your chart is not so cluttered. Okay, not so cluttered. Right, so for UOB, you can see there is no setup. Okay, anyhow jump here and there, so just be patient and wait for it lah. Okay, and then Food Empire also don't have. Also don't have. No setup. Okay, so this is how we used to do. Okay, go down the list 50 over stocks to find those with setup. So now no need lah. Now you just screen that the SwingMaster tool, you will be able to see all the setup, only setups. Now, if like today is your first time you do screening, right? Okay, last trading day, right, is 19 ma. So there could be signal like maybe on iFast that you miss. Because iFast signal could be on this day, 17. So what you need to do, you go and screen 5 days ago. Then it will give you more results. Okay, it will give you more results. See? become 80 stock. Wow, 80 stock 夸张 3 days ago. Okay, so it has got 51 stocks, okay, from 17 to 19. Then you stop 17 first. Okay, this is built so that every day you screen, right? Or if you skip 1 or 2 days, you are able to find back 3 days ago, 5 days ago, and then you start to see, okay, where is the last signal now over here. Okay, so on this day, if you mark the support resistance, right? Okay, this one is because it's very close to the last trading day. So the resistance probably will be here, support will be here. Then you can put your trade on. Okay, then you have got WeHer. WeHer is also a stock that has undergone consolidation since September. So now the dragon has awakened. Hopefully can fly up. Also, this is all the signal telling you that this is consolidating and then the breakout. So when you click on SR, right? Okay, on this day, the SR will be here. 73735. That's why I bought 745 actually. Okay. Then the support will be here. Okay, right there, slow us. You still stop by the P percentage after screening. Yes, if you are screening last trading day, I will stop by P percentage because the lower the P percentage, the more upside. Those stocks with 90 over percent, right, is very close to the high. Okay, so I will usually stop by P percentage. But because right now I'm stopping 3 days ago, if I stop by P percentage, you will see the stock will duplicate like this. 17, 19 also come out. Also, what I want to do is to refresh, okay, what did I miss on the 17, 18, 19? So that is why I put 3 days ago. So this is an example for those of you who hasn't used this rule like for every day. You like skip 1 or 2 days and you want to find back, what are the previous stocks that hasn't break out yet? Got signal, haven't break out. Okay, let me find. Got signal, haven't break out. Okay, China Aviation Oil. You see, so this is today or today you screen, definitely don't have lah. Yesterday also don't have, which is Friday lah. But if you were to screen it on last Thursday, last Wednesday, last Tuesday, right, the stock is screaming at you to take a look at it. You understand? Okay, so imagine if today this stock hasn't gone up yet, it is still trading around here, but don't trigger the SwingMaster 2. You will have missed it because you never screened on last Thursday and Wednesday. Also, by screening 3 days ago, 5 days ago, you'll be able to find those old ones that hasn't break out. Okay, I want to see like CSC Global. Okay, you see last week already triggered already. Actually, I want to see whether got iFast or not. Got iFast or not? Aiya, don't have iFast. No iFast. Okay, let me just pull out a stock iFast and then I apply the SwingMaster. Yeah, iFast, the last swing signal is over here, which is October. So there is no swing signal over here. Okay, Singtel. So let's take a look at Singtel. Remember, guys, let me just be a bit more naggy. SwingMaster 2 is the signal that helps you find those stocks still under consolidation. Okay, so this is the rule that will help us save a lot of time. And why are we trading stocks that is consolidating? Because once the breakout comes, the stock can give us 10-20% kind of profit. Right, so that is the end of okay, Singtel. Singtel is a good example. SwingMaster 2 signal last appear on the 18th of December. So you do not have it on the 19th. You don't have it on the 22nd. Also, if you screen on the 22nd, you will miss Singtel. So now you saw Singtel, right? You put up the SR. You know that this is the resistance to beat. And this is the support. So you can set up your trading plan. And once Singtel starts to show the VT, you put your cursor on the last candle, you see it's 20 million. So it needs to score 20 million. Then you know that it's time to pay attention to Singtel. Okay, and it is downtrending. Okay, it's downtrending. So once you break the downtrend, it's also a bullish sign. Okay, and it is trading at the green line. Then automatically we know that it is actually sitting on the 10-week MA. So it could serve the 10-week and continue to go up. Now, why would Singtel go up? It needs to be the earnings. Right? The earnings should be the reason for it to be bullish. Okay, so that is how we see it. Now let's take a look at sets. I know sets, I miss it because that time the market context is still not strong yet. Okay, now sets. Before the breakout, you can see that SwingMaster 2 signal already triggered. So you should add the stop into your watch list and you monitor for the breakout. Also, once the breakout happen on high volume, this is where if you have been doing your combo on sets and you're confident that sets breakout you want to buy, this is your entry day. Okay, but for me, let me explain why I didn't buy, because on that day, 15th of December, the stock market big picture is still murky. I still do not know where the direction can be up or down. So therefore, I do not want to take the trade, but I am looking at sets as a proxy. Now, I want to see whether sets has a follow through buying, and indeed it does follow through buying. So when I see sets got follow through buying, that means the next few stocks, if they still follow through buying, then you know the market is turning bullish, just like what we saw in city development. Remember, we were talking about these few stocks last week, follow through buying. We know the market turned bullish. Then this week start to buy stock. Actually, I started last Friday. Start to buy stock already. You see, even Hong Leong Asia follow through. Not Hong Fook, but Hong Leong Asia. Wow, I can feel my voice going soon. Follow through buying. Now, if you look back in the past 8 weeks, there is no follow through buying. That is why, even though we do not buy, right, we still need to monitor the markets and look at those runners. Are they running up? Do they have follow through buying? When you see follow through buying one by one happening in the market, right, it only happens in the bullish market. So when all this starts to happen, you know it's time to buy stocks again. Then you don't need to anyhow tikam, cut loss until no money left. Also, the timing, you can do it this way. Make sense to you? Make sense? Comment one for me. I take a drink. It shouldn't be anything new to you lah. Week in, week out, we have been talking about the same thing. I hope it internalize. Oh, I hope it internalize in all of you. So these are the few big upgrades lah. Now, so that's all for the Singapore stocks. So these are the way to look for the new signal SwingMaster 2. If you find any stock, you can put in the Facebook and we can all discuss. Now let's talk about SPY. SPY. Okay, SPY 不用讲啦 is confirmed bullish lah. So there's two long black. Okay, there's two long black trying to kill SPY, but SPY survive. And tonight, we are watching for follow through buying. If we have that follow through buying, then you know the coast is clear, ready to attack. Okay, so therefore, any stocks tonight, let me give you some ideas. Okay, so let me go back to my list. Wall Street. Okay, the first one, right? Okay, let me show you how to screen. You go to all US market. And how many stocks do I have in the list? About 107. 你开什么玩笑? No, don't have so many. Is it because I am not on SwingMaster 2? Okay, SwingMaster 2, right? Alright, let me come here. 555. Okay, I'm trying to configure my, maybe just now I was playing with it. 60, RS 70. Now, if I want to reduce the number of stocks, right, all I need to do is to increase either the ADR or the RS percentage. Okay, so if I upgrade my RS percentage to 80%, you will see it will reduce the number of stocks. Now, my comfort level is 50 over stocks. So if you can tahan 100 over stocks, you can go ahead. Okay, wait, let me just adjust some more. So RS 90 lor. If that's the case, we go for RS 90. Okay, and then the transaction volume now minimum 1 million. Okay, so if this result in a lot of stocks, we can still go down some more. Okay, 74 stocks already, right? So we can go down some more. Minimum volume 1 million over 20 days. We change it to 5 million. Then you will see even lesser stocks. Oh, left only 14 stock. Okay, 14 stock enough lah. Oh, so I click on one of them. Just I got one good one. AMD. Okay, now if you click on AMD, right? Okay, you can see AMD is in a very beautiful box, lah. You see lah. Oh, so the SwingMaster 2 signal will alert you to the stop, but it doesn't mean an automatic trade. So you must still see whether it conform to the setup or not. So it indeed conform to the setup. Okay, and then without further ado, click on SR. You know this resistance level 225 break. This is the breakout level to watch for. Okay, so that is first stop for you, AMD. And then the other stop is Holy Grail. Okay, Holy Grail, as you can see, there is a high volume coming in, so there is this stock hasn't enough candles, so but it's in the healthcare sector. Okay, so I want to keep an eye on this stock, so I will add this stock into my watch list. Hopefully, I can see a few more sideways trading action. Okay, and once it very clear resistance identify itself, then I will take the trade. Right now, with the resistance plotted this way, right, I don't think it's plotted correctly. There's not enough candles to identify as a range. Right? So it's only came down and go up like this. So we need a few more sessions. So Grail, if it has the few more sessions, then potentially the breakout can eyeball. Okay, the next one is IE, Ivanhoe. Electric, this one is very beautiful. You put the SR, right? Very beautiful. And you have got the BIC. You see now, low volume in between the high volume days. The stock swing, 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 swing. So tonight, this one breakout akan datang. And basic material, if you go and take a look at the sector analysis, for the past 1 week, basic material ranking for, okay, the bracket number inside, right? This is for weekly, this is for monthly, this is 3 months, this is 6 months. So if you look at 3 months and 6 months, basic material ranking is at the lower end. But for 1 month and 1 week, right, you can see basic material is always featured inside the sector analysis performance. So it's the leading sector over the past 1 month. Okay, so that is why I am interested in Ivanhoe basic material. Okay, then the other one is PTCG. This one I think is biotech. Okay, this biotech stock, I want to try because the trend is so beautiful. It is the setup that we dream about. So therefore, although usually I will skip biotech, this one I may give it a go and try because earnings support the uptrend. Okay, and the setup is very beautiful. So that is why I'm tempted to follow it. Okay, and then the other one is EQX. This is a gold stock. Okay, gold in our Asia time zone, right, has already traded into all-time high again. Or into all-time high again. Very strong. So therefore, all the gold stocks today may move. Also, this is one of the more obvious one. Now, this one, if you plot the SR, right, guys, it asks you to buy $15 there. 奇效，明明down here can use as a resistance breakout, you never use 1432, correct lah? Come down and then dance here ma. Okay, so I would rather use 1432 than use 15.2. So this is one example of the software that 10% of the time it plot too high, then you have to own self find the entry. Resistance to me is 14.32 is good enough. Okay, so this is one gold stock. And if you were to do the screening, right, you will see a lot of gold stock inside the list. Okay, you see a lot of gold stock inside the list. If you were to expand the volume, let's say the volume you don't put so much, you'll be able to see more. Okay, I put 2 million 就搞了啦. Oops, sorry, this is the Bursa. You put 2 million, maybe we should see enough stocks, about 40 of them. Okay, then you can see basic material, right? If I set stock by sector, right, you will see all the gold come out. All the miners, all the gold all come out. Also, they are like ready to go. Now, with regards to healthcare and technology, as what I have shown you the other time, they are inverse of each other. If technology is coming up strong, right, you can see technology on the 1 month in the sector analysis is coming up. It means the 1 week it has jumped to number one spot. For past few sessions, it go up and it has been the leading sector in the 6 month. Okay, 6 month, and then rank number two in the 3 month, and rank number four in the 1 month. Now we understand why in the 1 month time frame is rank number four, because the market was undergoing a rotation out of the big techs. They went up too fast, too strong, so rotation out. So on the 1 week, it started to climb again. So technology may start to be back into the year-end rally. Also, if that in that regards, right, you will see healthcare will not do well. It runs inverse. Okay, so that is how you can use this information on the sector to help you pinpoint what stock to buy. I'll probably do another seminar just for this US stock, because there's so much more information with regards to using sector analysis to find the leading sector, and then from the screening result, you just focus on those leading sector to further shorten your focus list of the stocks. Right? Any question? Last 3 days. You put last 3 days. No wonder lah. Last 3 days. Okay, okay. Anyway, you get the idea lah, how to manipulate the screening results to get to the number of leads that you want to see. Oh. The one thing I want to highlight is the SwingMaster, right, guys? If you were to screen every day, okay, and if you miss a day or two, right, it may not come out on the consecutive second day. So that is how you should screen the 3 days to get back those stocks. Okay, and once a week, maybe you do the top 50 one round to find even more trading ideas. Now, if SwingMaster doesn't give you enough trading ideas, then go to the top 50. Okay, so this SwingMaster is to, how do I put it down? Top 50, it require more work. Okay, but the advantage of screening top 50 is you get a list of stocks that to follow for a few weeks. And the list will update by itself, and you know what are the leading stocks, what are not the leading stocks. Okay, but a lot of work, 50, 60 stocks every day. If you are doing like 4 exchanges, that is like 200 over stocks. If you go to SwingMaster 2, okay, I will say SwingMaster 2 give us the setup that we want to see when we are doing the screening of the top 50. So that is the objective of coming out with SwingMaster 2. Okay? 係啦。Right, any last question before we close the session? If you got a lot of questions you want to ask, right, feel free to post in the Facebook or under this webinar. Then we'll be able to answer you and perhaps do another video. As we were speaking, Marion is already churning out all the tutorial videos for these new features. I only do the Traders Club. Okay, so if there's no question, guys, go and do your screening of the SwingMaster 2 Hong Kong stock for US stock, and then tonight you can start to look for winners already. Okay, so with that, I will end tonight's session and I will see you next Monday. Okay, may the bull come back to the market this week. So thank you very much, guys. See you. Bye bye.